This is an unnamed mine. It's E7259901. It may be related to the Una mine, which is just to the north of here. I'm considering it a separate one though. As you can see, there's been some very recent work, probably within a few weeks of when I've been here, to open this up. See the opening back here? There's still timbers visible. They got it dug down. There is water coming out, a couple gallons, 1 to 2 gallons a minute coming out, ponding up along the trench here. It is flowing pretty good, so I did take a water sample of it. It doesn't really impact the dump. They've got it routed around the dump, and therefore no samples of the dump or seeps from it were taken. Again, it's been very recently opened. We'll turn around and look back out to the southwest from the portal area there, just to get a perspective of what the dump area looks like. Here we're looking southwest out the trench that goes to the portal we just looked at for this unnamed mine. You can see the water running down here, and it's ponding up a bit and then continuing to flow on out. They have it routed around the dump. There's a Alice Chalmer cat sitting out on the dump there, which I believe they used to open this up, and a bunch of fresh dirt work out there. It has been, the dump has been modified a bit. We'll go out and take a look at the end of it and get an idea of what it looks like now. Here we're looking south from just outside that trough, going to the portal of this unnamed mine. You can see some timbers out on the side there. We'll pan around to the southwest. There's that cat that did the dirt work here, very recent dirt work. You can see they pushed the material off in this direction over towards the west a little bit, and see that the stream is diverted down away from the dump itself, and pretty much has prevented any water from seeping through the dump, as if that would be a problem anyway. We'll go look at the end of the old part of the dump now. Here we're looking south and east from out beyond the portal. We're right beside that Alice Chalmer cat, and you can see as we swing around more to the south, you can see the lobes of the dumps. There's several lobes, 3 main lobes of the dump, older dump that came out from the portal itself. It's about 100 feet out from the portal, and from really where the trough starts, and they're only about 10 feet wide, each one of the different dumps. So this will be it for the unnamed mine E7259901. One final note on the unnamed mine E7259901. That may be the bullion mine that's on some old literature maps. It's not exactly in the right location according to the old maps, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. Though I've checked where it shows on the map just south of the Una mine, and I cannot find anything of any consequence, just a few small prospect pits out in that area. So I'm thinking that the E7259901 is the bullion mine, but it may or may not be at this point. I'm not sure. Now this will be it for that prospect. This is the Una mine. It's EC77. we're looking almost due east along a cat trench that goes right next to the shaft that's shown on the map, the shaft symbol. There's a cave shaft there that we'll go take a look at. And as you can see, the trench goes a ways right in just about to the trees. It's not very long, about 100 feet long total from where I'm standing clear to the far end. It's not very deep, maybe 15 feet shallow sides on it. We'll go take a look at the trench that, or the shaft that's right next to it, the one that's shown on the map now. This is the shaft that's shown on the map for the Una mine, EC0077. It's on the south side of this east-west trending cat trench. There's a small hand-dug trench going perpendicular to the trend of the trench itself. We won't get any closer really to it. We can see just as much as we need here. The shaft is caved. You can't see down into it hardly. It's brushed around all the way with alders around the top of it. And the bottom there really is nothing to see in there. We basically are looking at the bottom. It again, completely caved. It's probably 15 feet deep on the high wall and just a couple feet on the low side here where the trench is. So it's not really that much of a hazard. I suppose something could be put up around the upper side where it does have a bit of height to it, but it still is not very, very dangerous in as far as being a hazard to fall into. So this we'll take a look back to the west along the trench, and then that will be it. Here we're looking back west along the trench. We're right at the far eastern end of it, looking to the west. As you can see at the far end, just on the outside of the trench, is a fairly large trommel, a washing plant for a placer operation. I presume there are some placer operations, old ones, in this area, and I'm assuming that's what the trommel was here for. We'll go get a little better look at it up close and just to kind of give you an idea what it really amounts to. So this is the trench. We're looking west towards that trommel. This is that trommel or wash plant that we were looking at from the far end of the trench. We're looking at it, looking kind of to the north at it. It's right near the end of the west end of the trench that is by the Una mine. So this will be it for the Una mine, EC0077.